Yo, what up, Fort Myers?
What's good?
Yo, I love y'all, but that was weak. I said, what's up, Fort Myers? Amen, amen. My name is Aremia, and this is my bro, Dre.
What's good? What's good?
I'm a spoken word artist taking the city. This is one of my first poems I ever wrote. Wrote it with this guy right here. And it's called Product of God's Gift. And my prayer is just that it touches your heart. So we'll just go into it. I am a product of God's gift. I am a product of God's gift.
I am a product of God's gift. Wrapped neatly by His grace and His mercy, I have come to tell you a story. I was a hide-and-seek champion, hiding from the light of Christ on weekdays, but on Sundays, seeking that same light. I was not saved, unchanged, too poor in spirit for payday, and dismissing God's paved way for grace in my life. Gardening an ungodly vision, instead of reaping and sowing in the fruits of the Spirit, I was smoking weeds and deflowering some daisies until the thorns of the enemies started suffocating me in my own sinful wanting. I looked into heaven's eyes and realized that repentance was the key to the door that was keeping me from Him. And I was saved by grace. I was a lost and broken mixtape, but God turned that mixtape into an album, a song of His glorious victories. I am saved, I am changed. The old me I don't miss, because I am a product of God's gift. I am a product of God's gift. I am a product of God's gift.
Out of my mouth came out church, but in the quotations of my church was really scratched out and put boyfriend's house. So hypocritical, call me a modern day Pharisee. I know God, but I pushed Him to the side thinking it was straight, as long as me and those guys gonna go all the way, right? Because the beast that was chasing the beauty had access to only certain availabilities. Living in Neverland, I never wanted to grow up, so I got lost with some lost boys. But I couldn't escape, because just like Princess Tiger Lily, once again I'm caught by the hook of my lust. And I can still remember the taste of the alcohol and drugs off His lips. Every time He pulled me in closer by my hips, He said He'd be stacking as if He failed at Tetris. How you gonna be stacking when you have no job? You promised me you were trying to get out. My life could have ended with this guy staring death right in the eye. He told me he wanted me 6 feet under. Now that's no joke, coming in the mouth of a murderer. And that moment was the first time I really prayed in a while. Now, why do we only end up running to God when we end up in trial? I made it out by God's grace alone. But since I'm a product of abuse, that's all I know. So I ran back to what I knew, replacing that guy just with someone new. And lust had its grip on me, tighter than yoga pants. So I stretched the truth into the position I wanted to be, and the posture had everyone fooled. Thought I was clowning the crowd, hiding all my insecurities behind all those clothes and makeup, trying to bring out that fake stuff. I shadowed the truth with a lie, trying to sell it, but how can you buy it with no foundation to back it up? So I lined it up with a smile, and after that, easily bought. Living for myself, more dead than a zombie. Call me walking dead. But before you go ahead and chop off my head, allow me to explain by one simple word. Grace. Something I abuse quite frequently. I was on the bandwagon for both God and sin, but God was really cheering for me to come back to Him. I have no right to judge Judas, because I betrayed him. Well, more than I care to say. But see, this gift of salvation, it didn't come free. It was bought with a price. I said it was bought with a price. So I'm no longer a slave, but a product of God's amazing grace. I am a product of God's gift. I am a product of God's gift. Yo, thank y'all. God bless. Happy New Year.
Put your hands together.